Because intimacy is more than sex, and I think that's a line where people are just like, oh well, we haven't been intimate lately.
Yeah, that's not the same thing.
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing at all.
Like because when you know, you know,
Right.
and when you know it, you know when you know it, especially when the knowing who you knowing is good when you know it.
Oh my goodness.
How good it is that thine know each other.
It's very
All right, let me ask you something. How do you go from I can't live without you to we can just live together?
same house, same bed, but no connection, no intimacy, and there is no real conversation.
But you're not single, but you're not connected either. So like I don't get it. I'm like I don't.
Well, that's what we're talking about today. Roommates with rings.
Quick disclaimer: we're not coming for you. We're not coming
Not
for
at
you,
all.
but we are coming for what's killing marriages. Because we're tired of seeing separations, tired of seeing
Absolutely.
divorces. So if you don't know who I am by now, I'm Apostle Mac, aka the Bars of Loving Bars.
And I'm Pastor Rashida, and I am the love of loving bars. All right, so we're going to go ahead and dive into point one, which is that you stop dating each other. Okay, so that's where we're going to start. Most marriages didn't just fall apart, they just stopped being intentional.
But what does that look like? What does not being intentional look like?
Being intentional means as far as wanting to spend time with each other, communicating, talking, be intentional about even just physical touch, making sure that you're available to one another. Some stuff just has to be planned.
Yeah, fellas, I think when you fall into this space, especially men, I think you fall. This is a place where you pursued her, to get her, but then you stop pursuing her after you got her, and I think that's a dangerous space to be in because my dad always told me, he says, whatever it took to get her, it's going to take to keep her.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Right. And the thing is that us women, we do the same thing. We stop trying, we stop engaging, we stop showing up, we just get comfortable. Or not only just getting comfortable, sometimes things can get so rough in marriages that we just stop doing stuff.
It's dangerous when marriage doesn't actually change, but effort does, and it's dangerous. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's dangerous when what piqued the person's interest and what got you to that space is no longer available.
Right. Dating is what created that connection. So why would you remove it and expect a connection to stay? You have to stay you have to stay dating each other.
You gotta, and so that's why foundational things are what matters because however you founded it, that's what you
That
built
you
it
have to do.
on,
Yeah.
and you gotta continue it on. So that's why when people be like, man, certain things I don't want to dive too far because it'll take us on a rabbit hole into a space, but how you got her, how you got him, what y'all did to maintain to get to these other spaces, they play vital. And then sometimes when that's missing, you arrive at this space where you don't maintain marriage with memories. You maintain marriage with movement.
Yeah.
Two,
Point two.
since you checking in, you replace intimacy with routine.
You replace intimacy with routine?
Man, routine is that thing that is draining. Routine is that routine.
Same thing, different day.
You don't have no more. You don't have no romance. You got routine.
You got routine. Yep.
That's the daily life. I'm a mother. I'm a father. I'm everything to everyone, but nothing in my marriage.
Nothing in my marriage. You just wake up, you go to work, there's kids, you cook, there's bills, there's sleep,
Listen.
sports, whatever extracurricular you got going on, and you go to bed and then just repeat all over again the next day.
Yeah, because that's when you stop being in your marriage and you just start being on a schedule.
On a schedule, you're passing each other by.
That's what roommates look like.
Roommate.
You know,
Literally.
what roommates look like, because then nothing matters. You know, like I don't care how much of a roommate you have. You know, like especially when I was in college, I wanted my own dorm. I wanted my own dorm room. I didn't care for
Yeah.
I didn't care for a roommate, because when I don't want to talk, I don't want to talk. When I do certain things, you know, so you can
Right.
only imagine what that feels like to be rooming with a person that you possibly no longer caring for.
No longer care for it. Even imagine thinking about the spouses that are on two completely different work schedules. They may not be working together a 9 to 5. Somebody could be working in the mornings and somebody could be working at night, and they're passersby. Okay. The thing is that routine isn't wrong. Okay, we
Okay.
have to have some form of
Okay.
routine in what we do. Okay, in order to us to be efficient. But the problem is when routine replaces intimacy, you become roommates.
Because intimacy is more than sex, and I think that's a line where people are just like, oh well, you know, we haven't been intimate lately.
Yeah, that's not the same thing.
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not the same thing at all.
like because when you know,
Right.
and when you know you're knowing when you're knowing, especially when the knowing who you're knowing is good when you know it.
Oh my goodness.
How good it is that thine know each other.
It's very
But it's more than that. It's connection.
yeah.
It's conversation. It's vulnerability.
It's vulnerability. And some people haven't had a real conversation in months.
Yeah.
And as accessible as we are these days with phones and texting and all of that, it's crazy to think just even a quick text, hey, what's up? Just checking on you. You can even schedule those now. Or just updates. Like all of that is just some people don't even hear from them at all.
Yeah.
But the thing about it too is if all you talk about is responsibility, don't be surprised when the relationship feels like a responsibility.
Man, that's lines right there.
It is. And now on to point number 3. Unmet needs turn into silent distance.
Talk to them.
Okay, so here's the part that nobody wants to admit. A lot of people are actually starving in their own marriage. Their marriage is depleted. They are starving. They're not getting nothing from it.
Yeah, because there's no more communicating. It's just making adjustments. Like, you know, I don't want to. I'm not gonna communicate. We're not gonna talk. I think we're done talking. I think I've talked too much. I cried enough tears. Blah 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 blah. So you start making adjustments. You know, it's like, all right. I know when I get home, blah's gonna be blah. I'm gonna go upstairs. Or hey, this is where, you know, kids, I'm gonna do this. So you just start, you know, making adjustments. It's like sectioning off a house. It's like sectioning off a space, you know.
My territory, your
Yeah,
territory.
yeah, you know how they go.
Yeah, we definitely know how it goes. And you stop asking, you stop expecting, and you stop believing that there can be change in your marriage.
Yeah, because at some point, man, you fall into a rut, and that rut, you know, can sometimes leave you there for a minute. And I think that at some point you have to realize that you're roommates. And now you're not fighting. You know, it's that a space where you're not fighting, but you're also not connected.
Right.
And that's a hard space to be in spaces with no connection.
Right.
You know, like the home is supposed to be the safe place. That's supposed to be the
That's your peace. This is supposed to be your peace.
allegedly. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, but that silence, that's not peace. It's distance. It really is.
Yeah,
It's distance.
Yeah, for sure. Just because you're not arguing doesn't mean you're aligned. Sometimes silence is the thing that ruins.
Yeah.
You know, especially a marriage space. It's what's not being communicated.
It's what's not being communicated, yeah.
the coming in and passing by each other. It's the that ability says a lot about what danger your marriage is in. And I'm not saying like not on a day, hey, I'm in a rush, whatever. I'm talking about like intentional, like we're not talking.
We're not talking.
I'm just showing up here to go to sleep.
Showing up here to go to sleep.
Sleeping on the couch, sleeping in another room.
You have nothing to talk about. It's just you're just there for. It's just y'all are. Watch the
Yeah,
kids. Take care of the kids. That's it.
everything to avoid, each other showering at different times. Just it just becomes like you're in school, like you're in college, like
Yeah.
and it starts to be a way. And to those of you who may have experienced this, I know it's a weighty thing, but those who may be in it right now, the one of the best ways to get out of it is to recognize that you're in it and to begin to try to communicate yourself out of it. Communication is going to be key. You gotta, because some of it is not. It's not that you don't love each other. Whatever bad space that you're in, whatever hard talks you're avoiding, if you can't do that together, get a mediator. Get someone who can mediate the situation. And I just said counselor. I said a
A
mediator.
mediator.
Then, because if you're gonna get your therapist, get your therapist. But we had someone who examined where we were, what was happening, and allowed us to talk to each other versus them talk to us.
Right.
So
Right. Because we were once there. We
Yeah.
were once there, and it was for a while.
yeah. So but we
Yeah.
but the key thing was, though we had key information from someone who was able to talk with us in it, them talking with us in it, we talked ourselves out of it
Yeah.
because we communicated, and it sucked. It was rough.
Real rough.
Hearing certain things, like certain things you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Just hard hearing their thoughts concerning you.
Even stuff that you wouldn't even normally talk about with others, just having exposed like private. It really was.
Yeah,
But
it
we
sucked.
had to discuss it in order to move past it and get to where we are.
And we did.
And we did. So now, point number 4. What's point number 4?
You started living separate lives. You're living together, but you're living separate.
What does that look like?
Man, listen, it's just, I don't know, just where it get dangerous though. It gets dangerous where
Yeah.
you basically a house is divided.
A house that's divided.
It's like one of them kind of things where you just start doing for yourself. So you at McDonald's and you order your number 2 for yourself.
For yourself, you don't even call and ask your spouse if
Don't
they
even
want
call.
something.
You show up in the house and you sit there and eat it.
Or not even show up in the house. You heard me eat in the car before you get to the house.
Well, no, you ain't got to see that. You ain't got to be nothing wrong. Sometimes you could be living well and loving your other person, and just you gonna eat it in the car because you got kids. And,
Oh yeah, very much so.
and you that $12 ain't $35.
Yes.
So no, that ain't all that. No, I'm talking about intentionally. I'm gonna get this Whataburger and I'm just go in here and I'm just eat it. I don't care. I ain't asking nobody if they want nothing. You kind of start almost dating yourself almost. It's like one of those kind of things where you're in a relationship, but you date yourself. You're thinking about yourself.
Thinking about yourself. You're not washing everybody's clothes together. You're washing your own stuff. You're picking up after your own self. You're doing for yourself, but it's no longer a community thing.
It's not community, and you're covenantly single.
And you're covenantly single. And the thing is that you got your world and I got mine.
You're different routines, different conversations, different priorities. It's just
different.
It's just
And everything's different.
It's just different.
And the only thing that y'all do share is children and an address.
Listen, it almost feels like you don't live there.
You don't live
It
there.
almost feel like you don't live there. It's emotional disconnection. It's like emotional disarray all over the place.
And once this connection begins to set in, anything that makes you feel seen becomes attractive. Anything that makes you become seen feels attractive. Any little form of attention, any little form of even somebody can maybe even look at you a little bit longer. Any little attention can become attractive.
Yeah, don't do it around me. What you looking at, boy? What you doing?
We don't play them games over here.
That little flirt. She got a glow, huh?
She gotta go. The work husbands.
No. You know how they be testing on them statuses now. Another woman can tell another woman, "Oh, look at that, you got a glow." A man said it's a different ball game. I'm about to glow your eyes up. That's what's about to glow. That's what. Anyway, I'm back. We're not excusing anything, okay? And hear me. We're not excusing anything, but we are exposing how people get there because we've been there.
We've been there. Disconnection does create vulnerability, not just temptation.
Yeah. All of those things, man. Listen, I hope y'all are really in this with us because we're not just picking some topics weekly. We talk about what we survived. Yeah, like we survived this stuff.
We need an I Survive shirt.
Listen, I survived her.
On to point number 5. Point number 5 is you stop being intentional about covenant.
Yeah, I mean, what you know, keep talking.
So marriage is not just love, it's responsibility.
Yeah, man, it's not just a bunch of feelings, man. It's real commitment. It's covenant agreement.
It's covenant agreement, and commitment requires effort even when you don't feel like it.
Because it ain't about our feelings. That's why you have to know a person. You got to know a person because what you know will always trump what you feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you didn't just become roommates overnight. You drifted to that space. You know, you don't. It's not a. Yeah, it takes a while.
It really does take a while. It's not something that just that's quick. It happens overnight. It really does take a while. Certain things get ignored where it should have. It takes a long time for it to happen until you don't even realize that you are literally roommates. It can't happen. And the same way you drifted there, you can be intentional about coming back. You have to be intentional. It's all about intentionality. You have to be intentional.
I mean, pack your roommate bags up and get back to doing what you're supposed to be doing.
No more spending night bags. No.
I mean, spending night bags. You sure right. But it takes honesty. You got to be honest.
Not only do you have to be honest, but you also have to have effort. It's going to take effort.
On both parties, man. I think that's the hardship when one feels like they trying. I hear it all the time. Man, I feel like I'm trying, but so and so isn't. And we've done
out,
yeah. So it's like, well, check in.
Yeah.
Check back in. It's like, so I'm an athlete, on the athlete side, it's like when you get subbed out of the game, at some point you have to have that desire to get back in. And somebody waiting on you. Your teammate is waiting on you to, the teammate is waiting on you. So it's like you gotta have an effort because it takes both of us.
It takes both.
It takes both of you.
Okay. And then not only does it take both of us, but covenant doesn't die from one big moment. It fades from consistent neglect.
Yeah. Sometimes we had a wrong type of consistency.
We have consistency for the wrong things and not each other.
So it makes a lot of sense that the more consistent neglect there is, the more you head down a road that's going to be hard to come back from. So if you're watching this thinking, that's us.
This is not condemnation. This is an invitation.
To fix what you stopped feeding.
And to rebuild what you let drift.
You don't have to stay roommates.
When you were called to be one. Thank you for tuning in to Loving Bars. We appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, make sure to like, share, and subscribe this video, and comment your opinions below. We would love to hear from you and hear your feedback about the conversation.
Please run up the chat, please.
Yes, even your own testimonials.
And then listen, thank you for the views, because y'all are watching. So but talk to us. We will talk back.
We will talk back. And be on the lookout every Monday for a new episode that drops.
Yeah, man. Me and my ex-girlfriend will see y'all next week.
We'll see you next week.